Hi, I'm Britton Taylor, and this is Verse by Verse, a short podcast all about exploring the insights and lessons of the inspired Word of God. Oftentimes we find that we can better understand a scripture, or we can more deeply appreciate the meaning of a scripture if we try to apply it to ourselves, to read the scripture and then insert ourselves into its content. I did that recently when I read 1 Corinthians 5, verse 7, which says, "Therefore, purge out the old leaven, that you may be a new lump, since you are truly unleavened, for indeed Christ, our Passover, was sacrificed for us." Each year, when I prepare to observe the New Testament Passover, I will invariably turn to this scripture. It reveals so much about the role of Jesus Christ in our own personal lives. To personalize verse 7, I insert myself into this scripture and read it this way. Christ, our Passover, was sacrificed for me. I make that statement very personal. The very Son of God was sacrificed for me. If there were no other individuals on this earth, Jesus would have given his life for me. If I were the only sinner who has ever lived, he would have given his life for me. He is my Passover. He is my personal Passover lamb, and he was sacrificed for me. The sins that I have committed have been placed on him. He was then put to death so that I would not have to pay the penalty for the sins I have committed. This knowledge is so profound, so encouraging, and so deeply moving. Then I have to ask myself, what am I going to do with this precious knowledge of what Jesus has done? Someone has gone before me and has willingly paid the price for my sins. Now that I know that, what am I going to do? The same scripture answers that question. The answer is, I am to become a new person. It more precisely says, I am to be a new lump. The phrase new lump is given in the context of being unleavened. During the days of unleavened bread, which begin shortly after the New Testament Passover is observed, they depict the putting of sin from our lives. Sin is typified by leavening, and sinlessness is typified by being unleavened or becoming a new lump. Since the Passover lamb has been sacrificed for me and in place of me, I should approach my Christian life as starting over or becoming new in the eyes of God. The slate has been wiped clean. The past is the past. The opportunity to be that new lump of dough, which has not been sullied by leavening and has no sin attributed to it. You are new and fresh in the eyes of God. Have you ever wished that you could start over? I bet you have, because I know I have. Acknowledging that Christ is our Passover lamb and setting our will to be that new lump is one of the most encouraging and liberating experiences we can have. Let the deep meaning of 1 Corinthians 5, verse 7, "For indeed Christ, our Passover, was sacrificed for us." Let those words ring in your ears. You know that it is Jesus Christ who has been sacrificed for you as an individual. Now take that precious knowledge and go forward in becoming that new lump.
Verse by Verse is a companion podcast to the Daily Bible Verse blog, which you can find on the Life, Hope, and Truth Learning Center. Check out the show notes for more.